On a glorious journey to great academic heights, you need a university that will guarantee hopes of employment without sweltering in a pool of job hunts. I present to you Ndejje University. We are an Anglican university endowed with 3 state-of-the-art campuses in Luero Bombo, the Graduate School in Rubaga, and the Kampala campus along Balintuma Road behind Mengo Hospital. With well-coordinated learning programs ranging from day, evening, weekend, in-service and e-learning, the globally recognized university offers job market competing courses that will surely light your academic path. Our various undergraduate and graduate programs include Business Administration and Management, Engineering and Survey, Basic Sciences and Information Technology, Education, Environment and Agricultural Sciences, Arts, Health Sciences, and many more. With accreditation by the National Council of Higher Education, we now offer a diploma in clinical medicine and community health. We as well take pride in some courses sponsored by the Higher Education Students Financing Board for a loan scheme that will not get you worried of tuition as you pursue your dream. Come ready for an academic adventure on great facilities of learning. You can visit our website on www.ndejjeuniversity.ac.ug. Ndejje University, the fear of God brings knowledge and wisdom.
This week,
I spray right after the planter because I'm not working my soil. I'm using nothing. So all this stuff which is lying here, sometimes when we plant, there is a new wheat which is already germinated. So I apply a Roundup.
Coming up on Live at 8, addressing community challenges. Ndejje University Year 1 students showcase their end of semester research projects. Let's focus on creating jobs for all Ugandans. President Museveni addresses the country. NIRA calls upon students to register for their national IDs. And in sports, Bugema University commends woodball as a camp sport for universities to embrace. This and much more on Live at 8. Welcome to Ndejje University Television. My name is LONA KASASA Jemima, and this is Live at 8. Here are the news in details. As Ndejje University is close to the end of Semester 2 examinations, Kampala campus students have showcased their course projects done after discovering the different challenges affecting the community. Let's have more.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Group 1.
Research being mandated at university level where students identify a problem in society and come up with a proposal. Ndejje University Year 1 engineering students presented their projects while still at the proposal stage. The engineering project presentation is presented in groups at every end of the semester, where students keep on building the project until their final year at the university.
If the components are big, like for example here we have resistors of 130 ohms, but if the resistors are bigger than that, if the capacity of the resistors are big, and then also the capacity of the transformer is big, all the components are big in size, you can derive the light energy from it.
Students shared the process through which they were able to come up with such ideas, mainly to solve the research challenges affecting the society.
We keep on researching and identify immediate need in the community or maybe in a given area. So when we identified and we came up with that very model or project.
Before when we choose this, when we identifying this project, we used some of the reports, for example, from Uganda Police. We looked at the accident ratios in the country, looked at the statistics, realized that there were a certain number of accidents and a big majority of the fatalities happened in the night. But why did they happen in the night? Among these other factors, light is one of them. So that means our road need to be lit. So why did we undertake this project? We are trying to provide a solution which can provide light but also save in terms of economy. So we are trying to create a cost-effective light control system to avert accidents, and that's why we undertook this project.
Some, however, explained, noting that these electronic projects can be modified, hence being advantageous.
Yes, it can be modified in such a way that it needs bigger components with bigger values, ratings. The ones we use were having small ratings. For example, when you looked at the transformer, it was 0 to 9 volts. But if it is a bigger transformer, then it can help us in modifying the given.
They further appreciated the university for creating the hands-on section in students' study program.
We really pray that if we are given time, we shall make sure we modernize this to the extent that it may be installed to institutions, at homes, and hospitals, just as he said.
It should be remembered that, according to the university's system, the presentation contributes to the students' end-of-semester performance. Sala Chirabo, Anselm Ojaru, live at 8.
Uganda joined the rest of the world to celebrate the International Labour's Day, and the country's focus was put on how to create enough jobs for all Ugandans. The event took place at Namutumba Ceremonial Grounds in Namutumba District. Let's have more.
Speaking at Namutumba Ceremonial Grounds in Namutumba District, where the national celebrations to mark the International Labour Day were held, President Museveni noted that whereas the welfare and remuneration of the workers are important, the need to create more jobs and do away with unemployment was more of the government's concern. The president therefore asked all citizens to support the government programs that are focused on job and wealth creation, such as the parish development model that he said will help generate enough jobs for the entire population.
When we are dealing with labor issues, we should be discussing how to create more jobs.
Kale wetu kwogera ku bigemagana ku bakozi tulina kuba nga twogera ku ngeri gye tutawo milimo gindi.
When I spoke in Sanga on the Women's Day, I told you that if you implement seriously PDM, Parish Development Model,
bweyali esanga ku lunaku lw'abakyala yakobera Abannayuganda nti bwe tugema bulungi enkola ya PDM,
we shall be creating 70 million jobs.
Tuyidda kuwundawo emirimu obukayire 7.
That's what I told you.
President Museveni, however, noted that there were two major hindrances of the country's development agenda, singling out the corruption political class and civil services, who either demand bribes or delay the decision-making process. He, however, warned that he was going to take strong action against the corrupt and errant civil servants and politicians.
We have got two enemies whom I am going to fight, and you will hear the fight. Mugenda kuwulira omusaayi ogunaaveeyo. Because these two are corrupt politicians and civil servants.
Na abalyenguzi ab'ebyobufuzi n'abakozi ba government.
These are the ones interfering with your future.
Abo nabali kutetenkanya eby'omu maiso
byeimwe byeisu nange mwendi
ebyaife
ebyeisu onomusaza tamanyi nto oruramo ndumaite ebyeisu ebyaife. These are the ones who are disturbing the investors, asking for bribes.
Bano nabali kusumbuwa bansiga sente nga benda enguzi.
Or delay decisions.
The Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development, Honorable Betty Among, said that there was a need to improve the ethical behaviour and integrity of Uganda's labour force, noting that unethical conduct and lack of integrity among workers was pushing up the cost of doing business in the country. She, however, noted that unemployment had gone down and projected it was to go down further as the economy expanded.
Technology has altered access to jobs, shifting work away from the informal sector to digital platforms. And data from IPOS, an online magazine, indicates that most people in Uganda have shifted to online businesses, especially in food, clothing, merchandise, news and online, health, transport, border. Your Excellency, these days people seated in those tents can order border, can order transport, can order food online, can pay so many services online. Unemployment rate is declining according to data from Uganda Bureau of Statistics from 9.2% 2019 to 5% in 2020-2021, and now is projected to trend at around 3% in 2023.
Mrs. Beatrice Achiro, who spoke on behalf of the workers, said that the biggest hindrance to productivity to Uganda's labor force is a culture of indiscipline and lack of clear mindset. She emphasized the need by the country to have a minimum and the need to strike a balance between the employees and employers.
Firstly, we experience low and declining real wages. The wages rates are very low and cannot commensurate with the distribution and efforts of our workers. Our studies show that Ugandan workers currently earn only 26.5% of the total value of GDP. Your Excellency, sir, in your speech 2 years ago, we noted the huge population dividend being currently experienced by the country, with a young population who have potential to provide abundant, affordable labor force, which, when properly harnessed, can generate rise in the rate of economic growth and a higher output per capita due to a rising share of working age people in the population. Your Excellency, we support investors to create jobs, but we are concerned that some investors mistreat and grossly underpay workers, subjecting them to precarious work. And this is making workers resent government and even us the workers' leaders, because they think we are not talking for them.
The function was attended by, among others, the Vice President, His Excellency Jessica Alupo, the Chief Justice Alphonse Owinyidolo, several ministers, diplomats, and many government officials. Sala Chirabo, Alan Gamol, live at 8.
As children report back from school, the Uganda police spokesperson has given parents safety tips on how to keep their children safe throughout the holidays. Let's have more.
As you are all aware, some school children have reported back for their holidays, and the remaining ones are expected this week. Others are getting their holidays tomorrow, then others on Thursday. Of course, much as the school holiday is a joyous time, it is also a time where parents, guardians, caretakers, local leaders need to be extra cautious about the safety of children in their homes, in the neighborhood, as they go traveling and visiting. Therefore, as the holidays begin, it's important to remember that protecting children is a priority. But we do have perpetrators of child violence who are there. We have sex perpetrators, child sex perpetrators who target young children, you know, and teenage girls and young adults. So we really need to be careful. We're asking parents to discuss boundaries with your children. Usually, children invite additional friends, family members, some of whom want to hug, to tickle, to carry these children. And so we need to empower our children to say no to unwanted touches, pictures, photographs, favors by adults or other children during this period. It is very, very important. We need to pay attention to signs of child abuse, and where we have parents and guardians who are very busy, these children tend to come to you with feelings that they really need to express to you, but you find that sometimes we don't really attend to them. And then we need to also teach our children to avoid keeping secrets. Secrets are often the way abusers keep children silent. And also limit one-on-one situations. One-on-one situations are quite dangerous. That alone time between your child and another adult should be limited if possible. Their adult conversations, adult activities, parties where the young children, it's not appropriate for a particular age of children to participate or attend. There are certain movies that are watched as a family. Ensure that the movies are age appropriate at all levels. And it's also important that your child knows your cell phone number in case of an emergency. So as the Joint Security Agencies, we want to wish your child and your entire family a safe and happy school holiday.
On top of the day-to-day services to the public, NERA is to enroll learners to issue their national identification numbers or national IDs before the beginning of the second term. Let's have more of this story.
In a weekly press conference held on 2nd May 2023 at Uganda Police Headquarters in Naguru, the NERA spokesperson Osborne Mushabe calls on citizens to register for national identification cards starting this Friday.
We would like to inform our dear citizens, especially the young generation, that we are kicking off again the holiday registration program for students. And this exercise is being carried out at all our offices in the entire country, and with the headquarters in Kololo, we are now working from Monday to Sunday so that we can ably work on our dear citizens. And we need to note that with NERA we register Ugandans of two different categories. Ugandans who are below 16 years, these dear citizens are only receive NIN numbers, or what we can call the national identification numbers. The national identification number is a unique number that denotes that you are a Ugandan, a citizen. It also it can even clarify about your sex, whether you're male or female. It even indicates the year of birth. So this NIN number is issued to Ugandans below 16 years, as long as they meet the requirements. Then when you're above 16 years, we just, you are supposed to come back to our NERA offices in the entire country, and we do what we call an update. We do an update to, according to the details you had provided before, because in here we believe that you have matured, maybe you are growing up, and then within 3 weeks or just a month, you are able to receive your national ID.
Mushabe informed that this time around, NERA is focusing on students since they have all the time while in their holiday.
So we do call upon all our dear citizens, especially the students or the learners who are just coming out of school right now, because the official program for the holidays begins on Friday. So make sure, please use this opportunity to register at our offices. And we actually even carried out this exercise in January. Only that we still have some students who were unable to register. So this is your chance.
He, however, noted some of the major requirements needed for one to acquire a national ID, which include, among others, the birth certificate and a letter from the local council.
You just have to provide the photocopies of your parents' IDs and a NERA birth notifier or a birth certificate, and you'll be good to go.
The mandate of NERA is to create, manage, maintain and operationalize the National Identification Register by registering all citizens of Uganda, registering non-citizens of Uganda who are lawfully residents in Uganda, and assigning a unique national identification number to every person registered.
For Ugandans who are already above 18 years, if you are doing fresh registration, if you have never been able to register for a national ID, you still have a chance. Please do not lose hope. You just pick an LC1 form, or what we call an LC1 letter from NERA offices. You take this form, it is filled by the chairperson LC1, it is stamped on by the GISO at the sub-county, and the district internal security officer, or whom we call the DISO. After getting those stamps or signatures appended, you just attach photocopies of your parents' IDs and a birth certificate or any other relevant document, like an academic document, that provides all the information that you're providing, that will tell us about your names, your age, and so on, and you are able to be registered. And these days, it just takes 3 weeks to a month, you are able to get your national ID.
Sala Chirabo, live at 8.
And in sports today, Bugama University in Uganda hosted the second corporate football circuit on the 30th of April 2023. The event showcased the growing popularity of the sport in the country. Let's have a look at the story.
Bugama University successfully hosted the second corporate football circuit on 30th April, and the event attracted participants from various corporate organizations and universities. In the senior corporate category, Michael Mahoha from Ndejje Corporate emerged as the winner for the men's category, while Joan Najuma from Vision Group won the ladies category. In the corporate category, Chisubi Corporate dominated the men's category with Michael Musasizi, Shafiq and David Mutebi taking the top 3 positions, while Deborah Amondi from Ministry of Public Service emerged as the winner of the ladies category. Vincent Chisenyi, who represented the top leadership of the Woodball Federation, thanked everyone for participating and encouraged the team managers to take advantage of the program for the benefit of their participants.
Now we request you to take advantage. Number one, team managers, make sure you inform your team members about what is happening and take advantage of the programs. Woodball sport, we have already said, is a young sport, but we want to ensure that those who play woodball benefit and make a statement in the communities where they are. So we create these opportunities for you to take advantage of. And those who have seen the opportunities indeed have benefited. Others may not be able to see these opportunities. Others, it takes time. But I want to request you that the moment you decide to engage, you commit your time, there are very many opportunities. So let's take advantage of these and please do participate.
Osiria William, the acting director technical, revealed that the organization plans is to add more corporate teams but still face a challenge of equipment.
Arrangements to bring those teams on board. The only challenge so far, the doors are closed. We have tried actually to go through, to penetrate through banks to see that we bring them on board. But the challenge is most of them are busy, and but we're trying our best to make sure that they come on board. And also the transport sector, they are willing actually to play the game, but sometimes what hinders them is the participation, the subscription fees, but we're trying to see how best actually we can actually accommodate them, and also the equipment. The equipment right now is a challenge because one would want actually to play, but what will you use for playing? So we're also trying to see that equipment is availed to everyone who is in need.
Professor Dr. Israel Kafelo Masiko, the Vice-Chancellor of Bugema University, expressed his appreciation for hosting the game and encouraged other universities to embrace it.
And I want to appeal to all the institutions in Uganda to embrace this game. You can easily get trainers from the Woodball Federation, and they can come in and train your team. They can guide you. But it is a great team. It's such a team that where the competition is there, but it's not as aggressive as others. It doesn't raise your temperature, So my appeal to students all over institutions, please get on board. This is a great game.
In the ladies' ranking, Ministry of Public Service are on top, followed by UNEB and Kisubi, while Kisubi are in the top spot for the men's ranking, followed by Ndejje Corporate and Zoe. The second corporate woodball circuit at Bugema University was a success, and it demonstrated the growing popularity of the sport in Uganda. The event not only showcased the skills of the participants, but also promoted teamwork and sportsmanship. Sala Chirabo, Arusharan Kiranda, live at 8.
Thank you very much for watching. This has been Live at 8. Until tomorrow, same time, same station.